So let's look at example 1 of breaking down questions so that we can get a better idea of how to actually answer the question. So let's do a quick recap. So first up, we're going to read the question, then we're going to highlight the important keywords, then we're going to analyse what each individual word means. So first up, we're going to read the question. And this question comes from an RS exam. And it says, explain 2 contrasting Christian views about the importance of pilgrimage. Now, even if you don't do religious studies or religious education in your class, the whole process is going to be the same whether you're doing history, economics, political science, anything that needs you to answer a question. So we've read the question, now we're going to go on to step 2, which is highlight the key words and phrases. Now, before I go on, pause the video here, reread the question, and have a look at what you think the key words and phrases are. You ready? Have you had a look and had a think about what words and key phrases you think I'll choose? So, explain, 2, contrasting, Christian views, importance, and pilgrimage. Now, this is a very concise question and it has a lot of key words, but that's okay. Now we're going to have a look at analysing what each individual word means. And why is it important to look at what each individual word means? It's important because then we can understand the depth and breadth of the question. We can really start understanding what the examiner means when they want you to answer this question. So first up, let's look at the first word, explain. So what does explain mean? It means look at the evidence. Why? You want to describe something, you want to justify something. Have you got any other ideas of what explain means? Have a think about it now. The next word is 2, and this is important, and it just means 2. What we're going to see is that it will mean 2 views. Next up, contrasting. And when you think about contrasting as a word, what does it mean? It means something that's different, something that's in conflict, a comparison. So as you can already see, we're going to be looking at 2 different things that we need to compare. We need to describe them, we need to justify them. So what are we going to be contrasting, justifying? It's Christian views. So what are Christian views? So Christianity is a religion. They believe in Jesus, the Trinity, there's the Bible, the Old Testament, the New Testament. A Christian is someone who holds those beliefs. And views, they are beliefs or opinions. Importance. This is a key word because we want to explain the significance or value of something. And in this case, it's the Christian views. And we also want to show the importance of their views of pilgrimage. So what is a pilgrimage? Journey, a holy expedition, a journey to a significant place. So what do we do now? We're going to reread the question. Explain 2 contrasting Christian views about the importance of pilgrimage. So pause it here. Have a think about what does this question mean. Write it down in 1 sentence. What do you think this question is asking you? Go back to your explanation, your brainstorm of the actual question. Look at what is it asking you to do? It's asking you to describe 2 different ideas, 2 different opinions within Christianity of pilgrimage. Why is it significant? And that's it for this example. Now, that was quite simple. Well, you'll get the hang of it even if you didn't find it simple, but just have a go. So the next step, after you've brainstormed your question, you've had to think about all these different linking factors, what these different words mean, it's time to start brainstorming your answer.